Hey everyone, welcome back. This is JR, founder and CEO of Social Market.
And this is Leon. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Social Market.
Yeah, and this is Social Ledger Report, giving you weekly news on the state of crypto, the markets, everything you need to know about where the market's moving.
Charles Gilmet, he's the CTO at Ledger, came out today that there was a large scale, and what it's called is a supply chain attack, NPM. And the reason it's called a supply chain hack is NPM, it's Node Package Manager. So it's like
Yes.
what is widely used in JavaScript ecosystem. So if you code on the internet today, you're probably using JavaScript in some capacity. There was malicious code injected into popular packages and collectively downloaded over 1 billion times.
Oh, geez.
So this is like a huge, large-scale attack. And what he's saying, this is one of the most severe supply chain compromises in JavaScript's ecosystem history. He says anybody with a hardware wallet should avoid on-chain transactions entirely until you can verify a transaction meticulously before signing. Anything out there that essentially uses JavaScript can be affected. And it's been, a billion downloads. It's huge. This article that he shared actually gave a lot of information. And I think really helps kind of explain it. We'll put it in the show notes just as a one, but it just explains like the popular developer QIX was compromised, all the way to chalk, stripped and it says color convert, all this stuff. They're working on like a resolution to this, but it essentially breaks down every single thing. And what it was doing was able to swap out your hardware wallet like ID at the very end. So there was a lot of functions here, and essentially, yeah, like I said, address swapping. Like you couldn't know until it was too late sometimes. So really, really big hack out there. Like it is just a massive thing, and the whale watcher, they're talking about it. Like people were kind of speculating like what's happening, but essentially any hardware wallet could have been affected. It's not just Ledger. It was like any wallet out there. Ledger's just the one to kind of find it. But essentially, this was the largest scale attack on crypto. And I think a lot of people were kind of confused at it because it's like, hey, what's going on? But specific to hardware wallets, because it's, the interface for it that could have been compromised. But massive attack. Like this is like Microsoft having a vulnerability in like email.
With CrowdStrike almost.
Yeah, like this is the level of like compromise that just happened. Like rarely do you see something like this. It's like a 0-day bug in Chrome that every computer has. Like,
Well, I guess
rare
just don't.
occurrences of this.
Yeah, and I guess my only thoughts are if you're a developer like me or something and you use JavaScript or NPM, you may just want to update it. There might be an update issued for NPM that fixes it. Hopefully by next week or this week. They're actually NPM is pretty good about releasing updates. But just to give you an idea of the kind of apps that are crypto based that let you transmit money, make online transactions, on-chain transactions, I mean, that are on JavaScript, I'll give you a list. We have MetaMask, we have Phantom Wallet, we have Rainbow Wallet. As far as exchanges, we have Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. We also have decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap. And then as far as NFT marketplaces and decentralized apps, we have OpenSea, Blur, we have Aave, Compound, MakerDAO, Curve. Those are for DeFi apps. And then if you use toolkits, well, you obviously have in libraries on JavaScript, you have Web3.js and Ethers.js. You have Truffle, Hardhat. So you're not getting around it. So just be careful what you do out there. Not to spread FUD or fear, but this is a pretty big issue. Just keep an eye out if you're a developer. Hopefully these companies give some more updates as far as this goes, because if it's affecting ecosystems and applications at the core level of building applications, then this is pretty serious. And if you need to move your money, I would just hold on right now just because you don't want to lose it or you don't want to risk anything.
Yeah, I would be safe than sorry in this scenario. Like this is a pretty serious like breach of security, and unless you meticulously review every part of your transaction, I wouldn't move anything. But it also just really shows like there are some vulnerabilities in crypto that I don't think anybody is able to really quite understand.
Okay, so I was on Twitter and I found this update from Phantom Wallet. So just to kind of give you an idea of the kind of messages you want to look at. So this is from Phantom and it's verified. It's Phantom. It says Phantom is not a risk. We have confirmed Phantom does not use any vulnerable versions of the affected packages. We take a number of steps to guard against these types of attacks, including strict version pinning for all dependencies, preventing automatic updates to potentially compromised packages, mandatory security reviews for all packages upgrades before integration, multi-layer dependency scanning and vulnerability monitoring, as well as isolated build environments with integrity verification. We take the security of our users and their funds extremely serious. So, you want to look for those kind of messages. So I guess you're good to use Phantom. So that's good.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Like it's just, one slip up could do it, but NPM, it's used everywhere. Like I use it on a bunch of stuff, and I'm sure we use it in social
Yeah.
market in some capacity. But
We do.
it's probably the most recent version. Most people probably are not using that in production already. Like,
Yeah.
there's probably a limited amount to this, but also one slip up of you not getting the news and you push it all live to production could put everybody at risk. So just be careful on what's happening, and I think more and more apps are going to be like, hey, here's how you are securely operating.
Yeah, we actually don't use the latest version of NPM or Node package for social markets, so I think we're good for now. We'll keep an eye out on this, and if we learn anything new, we'll keep you updated as well.